What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today I want to focus on the price of Chainlink. Bitcoin is currently down over 1%, and also Chainlink right now is down minus 14.48%. We do have a couple altcoins mooning today, but for the most part, most of the top cryptos are seeing some downside alongside Bitcoin right now. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that I want to discuss, especially about the price of Chainlink. You'll also notice that the format of this video is a little bit different. It looks like a live stream. I don't have my good camera today because over the weekend, as some of you already know, I went on vacation and there was a storm one day, and I decided to go surfing during that storm because the waves were really big and it looked really cool, and I thought it was a great idea. A huge wave ended up knocking me over, and the surfboard hit me in the face, causing this bruise around my eye. So I figured I wouldn't do the close-up in this video. But anyway, guys, let's get into the content. So things are quite interesting for the crypto market right now. First of all, I want to mention that earlier this morning, the S&P 500 futures did see a dump to the downside with a quick recovery as a result. Right now, the S&P 500 is still trading just around the all-time high level. If the S&P 500 can break this all-time high and get a push to the upside and hits new all-time high prices, this would be very bullish for Bitcoin. On this channel, we've analyzed the stock market Bitcoin correlation. And what we figured out is that when the stock market is very bearish, Bitcoin is generally bearish. When the stock market is very bullish, Bitcoin is generally bullish. There's a general correlation between the global markets and Bitcoin. So if the S&P gets the all-time high break, I would expect a really nice breakout for the price of Bitcoin. Let's move on to the Chainlink chart because this is getting quite interesting. I'm looking at Chainlink on the weekly right now. We hit $20 flat on Coinbase, and since then we have seen a rejection. A lot of my viewers were buying Chainlink with me at these low prices, and we're all sitting on some incredible gains right now. Incredible gains we've made. So I'm really happy about Chainlink overall. Now, looking at the daily chart, what happened after we broke the all-time high, from the last swing low before the all-time high break to the swing high, what happened during the creation of this parabolic structure was Chainlink hit the high at $8.90, came back to the 50% retrace just below the 21-day EMA, and found a low and rallied up. Now, if we're looking at what Chainlink is doing right now, from that swing low to where we are right now, Chainlink is pulling back close to the 50% retrace right along the 21-day EMA. Extremely similar setup to what we had down here during the first parabolic low. So overall, the structure for Chainlink is actually pretty good. There's nothing wrong with what Chainlink is doing right now. We are seeing a little bit more of a dip than I thought we would for Chainlink. But guys, overall, the trend is still good. The one thing I want to get across in this video is that it's all about progress, right? It's all about progress in the long term. We're making good progress for Chainlink despite the craziness in the short term. One thing you guys got to remember is that when Bitcoin was going parabolic in 2017, we saw this exact type of action that we're seeing for Chainlink right now, right? We see these parabolic trends get formed. You rally up, you get these violent rejections, and of course, all the noobs think that the world is ending during that rejection, when in reality, this is the time you buy. We rally up again, we get a violent dip to the downside. All the noobs are saying that Bitcoin's going to go to zero, right? But that's the time to buy. And then we rally up once again. The same thing is taking place for Chainlink right now. We rally up, we get a violent rejection to the downside. Everyone thinks the world is ending, but that's the time to buy. Same thing with what's going on now. We rally up, violent rejection. Guys, everyone thinks the world is ending. This is the time to buy. This is how parabolic trends are formed in the long term. And honestly, guys, I don't think we have much more downside to go. Right around this 21-day EMA level, just like this area right here, is a prime buying opportunity for Chainlink. And this parabolic trend is strong. This parabolic trend is strong. Just like 2017 Bitcoin, when you get these dips, it gives market participants time to get into the market, to bring in that support and strengthen the trend for the long term. This is going to result in a stronger long-term trend. Remember, guys, it's all about progress in the long term. It's not about an infinite moonshot. And it's also not about perfect timing. Personally, I'm focused on the long term. These dips are part of the game plan. You got to understand, these dips are part of the game plan. This is how it goes. It's not about buying Chainlink and trying to sell at the exact top and then buy at the exact low and then sell at the exact top and then buy at the exact low, right? Even a professional is going to have a tough time doing this. In my opinion, it's better to just focus on the long term and analyze the macro trend and make sure that the trend is intact, right? We haven't even seen a climax in volume yet, which tells me that this is just another parabolic low before an even stronger, longer term parabolic trend is formed. This is just another parabolic low in a much longer term trend. Keep your eye on the long term. Keep your mind focused on the long term. Something that I wrote during the Cryptowatch takeover that I did yesterday on Twitter was buy the panic, buy the fear, and let the market do the rest. The most profitable trades and investments take place when you take advantage of the market during an emotional climax, right? Like I was explaining before for Bitcoin, when you see these dips, all the noobs think the world is ending, but the professionals, the smart money, they understand that this is the time when you buy during the dips. And very likely, guys, we're just going to create a longer term parabolic trend. And it's really not a big deal. In the long term, this price action, you're not even going to remember this in the long term, right? I have no doubts in the success of Chainlink, and I'm pretty sure that there's not much downside to go before this thing finds support and rallies up once again for an even larger scale parabolic formation. And this is what we discussed in a lot of my previous videos. We are seeing a little bit more downside than I expected, but still, this is still within the realm of what we discussed in my previous videos. In that last video where I said Chainlink dump explained, we talked about this type of stuff. So guys, be smart. Think rationally. The Chainlink trend is strong right now. It is still very strong. And I'm still just as bullish as I was before. Guys, notice how in this analysis, I didn't go into the lower timeframes. Notice how I didn't pull into the lower timeframes to look at all of this craziness right here, because this is not really what matters, guys. What matters is the long-term trend, the structure of the long-term trend, because this is where the real money is made. What I'm doing right now is I'm monitoring the long-term trend. And once I see that the long-term trend is peaking or that it's losing strength or something like that, that's when I'm going to be taking profits. And in my opinion, we are nowhere near that. We have so much more upside to go in the long term. So I hope this video helps change your perspective a little bit on the market, on the way that you're viewing this, especially for some of you newer traders or some of you people that bought Chainlink recently. Just remember, guys, it's all about that progress in the long term. It's not about what happens this week or next week. It's all about the long term. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also make sure you click that link below and sign up for the Cryptowatch desktop app. I'm going to be showing you guys a commercial at the end of this video that I edited for Cryptowatch for the desktop app. It's a pretty cool commercial. Also, before you go, join the Patreon if you want to see what other altcoins I'm accumulating that I think have a lot of upside potential. But that's going to be it for me today, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Definitely check out this commercial and get early access to the Cryptowatch desktop app. I'll see you guys soon.